What is going on, guys? Snickel here, and today I have another trophy talk for you. This is going to be for the week of September 24th, 2023, and it has been quite a, somewhat successful last few weeks in gaming and moving forward and doing things like that. I feel like I have been making a decent amount of progress, so that's always very, very good. Like always, let me know what games you guys have been playing down in the comments below. I love reading everybody's progress, any platinums you've gotten, anything like that. And I do want to make note that moving forward over the next few months, these videos hopefully won't be, but they might be a little more sporadic than they usually are, just because I will be moving and doing all of that at the end of October, early November. So I'm going to try to continue to do these, but if I'm gone for a few weeks and you don't see stuff, just know that's what's going on. Also, down in the description below, you'll find links to all types of stuff. My Twitter, my Twitch. I do live stream all my platinum trophies, and also Trophy Hunters Gaming, where I'm uploading all of my trophy guides and collectible guides and things like that. So if you want to go check any of that stuff out, subscribe to any of those extra channels or anything like that, I would greatly appreciate it. Anyway, with all of that being said, let's get into what I have been playing, because like I said, it has been quite a, I guess, busy and somewhat successful last few weeks, if you want to say that. So I believe in the last trophy talk, I had just gotten done Madden 20. So that bad boy's platinumed, and I was working on Hot Shots Golf 1. So I was able to fully finish and platinum Hot Shots Golf 1. I did enjoy playing through this game. I will say that the one thing that I was not a fan of when it came to it, and we'll talk about it with Hot Shots Golf 2, because I was also playing that, is that this game is like very scripted in the way of, like, if you do specific things, it will replicate between different people or things like that. Now you're probably wondering, what exactly does that mean? If you take a certain character and you go to a certain course and you have a certain wind and a certain pin position and everything, and you hit a shot the same way, or you hit a shot a certain way that someone else hits it, you will for sure get the same outcome that they've gotten 100% of the time. There's no variation. There's no, like, variability to it. It will be the same exact shot. Now, that's good, but that's also bad. I feel like it's 50-50 when it comes to it. It's good because if you're going for trophies like the hole-in-one or something, you can go to a specific course, and you know that if you set the wind a certain way and you use a certain character, that you can get a hole-in-one. So that's pretty cool. But it's also pretty bad because there will be situations where you're playing against the computer, right? And that computer player is going to get, like, a birdie or something on that hole, regardless of what you do. So with these PlayStation 1 Classic games, you do have the ability to use, like, a rewind feature within the emulator, which is very helpful for a game like Hot Shots Golf, because this game's all about timing. So if you mess your timing up, you can just rewind 10 seconds, and you can just try it over again. So when you're doing the versus stuff, it can make it pretty easy to do that. But with that being said, there will be times where you birdie, you eagle, you do really good on a hole, and the person that you're playing in the versus mode will beat you. And it doesn't matter what you do, they will always do that shot. Like, it's actually insane. So that is the one thing that's kind of annoying about it, is that there's no, like, variability to it. Hot Shots Golf 2 does have a little bit of that, but again, that can either be really good or that can be really bad. I feel like from a trophy hunting standpoint, it's good because it's easier to get trophies. But, like, from a gameplay perspective, like, it could be kind of bad because then, like, it's predetermined. You already know what's going to happen no matter what you do. That's always going to happen. So with that being said, I got through this completely. I unlocked all the characters, which you unlock by playing through the versus mode. And then there's a few random trophies at the bottom related to getting birdies, eagles, albatross, hole-in-one, and then you have unlocking all of the resorts and country clubs and things like that, which just come through natural progression of getting XP and leveling up. The hardest trophies in the game definitely are the hole-in-one and the albatross. The hole-in-one is probably not as hard as the albatross trophy because the hole-in-one again, you can set it up with predetermined course conditions and things like that with certain players, which I do talk about in my Platinum video. But with the Albatross, it's a little more difficult. You can use those specific conditions with the courses and characters and everything, but if you guys don't know what an albatross is, it's when you either get a hole-in-one on a par 4 or you get it in on the second shot on a par 5. And that's pretty hard to predetermine, because a lot of the par 4s in the game, I think a majority of the par 4s, if not all of them, are not drivable. So it's not really feasible to get a hole-in-one on a par 4, so you have to do it on a par 5, which means it's on your second shot. So where your first shot lands is kind of random, so you kind of have to play with it a little bit there. But with that being said, it's really not that difficult, and again, with the rewind feature, you can just try over and over and over again, and you'll eventually get it done. But I did end up getting this platinumed, which is very nice. And then up next, we have, well, I guess what I should say is, so after Hot Shots Golf 1, I did get directly into Hot Shots Golf 2, and I did play through this before I get into the next game. I just haven't gotten this platinumed yet. But this game is essentially, again, the same thing as Hot Shots Golf 1. You need to unlock all of these characters, which you get by playing through the Versus mode. There's no, like, XP or leveling or anything in this game, so the only other trophies that you'll get through the game are getting birdies, eagles, hole-in-ones, bogeys, double bogeys, albatross, which, as you can see, the last trophy that I need is the albatross trophy, which, again, is the harder of the two, albatross and hole-in-one. It's definitely the harder of the two. One thing that I'm a little somewhat disappointed about this game in particular is this game, I don't know if it was in the first one, I can't really remember, but I definitely know it was in this one. I don't know if it was introduced or not in this one, but you have the ability to get different clubs, club types and ball types, which will change spin and power and things like that. And it's a little annoying that they didn't add trophies for this. I mean, I guess it makes the game shorter, but I would have liked to see trophies that made you unlock all of those clubs and everything just to play through. Obviously, you can do that if you want to, but from a trophy hunting perspective, it is kind of annoying, because it's like, just why not add it? But you know, I guess we got a trophy list, so that's a positive. But yeah, last trophy I have to get here is an albatross for Hot Shots Golf 2, so nothing too crazy. And then another game that I played after playing both Hot Shots Golf 1 and Hot Shots Golf 2, which I was waiting to get the platinum in all of them, was MLB The Show 21, which I was, again, just playing as a little filler until the Crew Motorfest came out. And I got through a majority of this game and got it done in, like, I don't know. It says a week and a day, so really wasn't that difficult. And I was also really waiting on this too, because for platinum reasons and everything, so you can do this game a lot faster if you want to. But all in all, really, really easy game. I was able to get everything done without having to do anything online. The most pain in the ass trophy, which just came down to luck, is where is it? Dugout walk. Successfully pick off a runner on any base. That was a little bit annoying, but there is, like, kind of a way to do it. It doesn't work 100% of the time, but when I set it up a certain way, I was able to get it within, like, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. I was trying other methods and it wasn't working, and then I tried something else and it worked. Just with a certain team, I forget if it was the Dodgers or something, but yeah. It wasn't too difficult. Other than that, the rest of the game was, fairly fun. You do have to play through Road to the Show, because you do have to get called up to the MLB. That's, like, as far as you have to go, but you do have to make a character in Road to the Show and get called up to the MLB, and then you are going to have to play. You will have to hit 100 100 home runs. Wow, 100 home runs, and then you will also have to win a home run derby, which isn't bad. And then the other thing that you'll have to do, which will probably take up a majority of the time, is playing the March to October, which I really, really like that game mode. I didn't really play it too much in the other show games. The most time that you'll spend in this game is going to be Road to the Show and then the March to October. And the reason why I like the March to October is because it's like you're playing through a season, but it's like fast tracked, and you only have to play certain parts of that season. And then once you get to October and you get into the postseason and everything, you get to play all of those games in the postseason. And they're really not that hard to win, but I just find it to be a very fun mode, because it's almost like you're playing franchise mode in a way, but it's like a dumbed down version of franchise mode. Like, you go in there and they'll say like, here's your team, and then they'll be like, okay, these are your like, here's your team's weaknesses, and you can say, okay, well, I'm in the market for a left fielder, I'm in the market for a shortstop, and then you can kind of tell the game you want those, and then the game will come back and be like, oh, okay, you want a shortstop, well, here's a trade you can make, and you can trade, and it's a predetermined trade, like someone will offer it to you, but most of the times they're going to get ripped off, and you'll make out good at the end of the day with a lot of the trades. But it's just really cool because it's like a mini franchise mode, but you're playing through and trying to win the World Series. So you do have to win the World Series in March to October, which really, again, is not difficult. But there are a decent amount of random trophies in the game, but they're all like super easy, and the game was super fun. And I'm looking forward to playing this and getting this done on the PlayStation 4. I was going to do the PlayStation 4 version first, but then I was like, nah. We'll do the PlayStation 5 version. Definitely do the PlayStation 5 version. All right. Sorry, just getting some water. And then last but not least, definitely not least, is the game that I've been playing the most recently, because it's the one that just came out, but it's the Crew Motorfest for the PlayStation 5. You are seeing up here that there are 2 unobtainable trophies. That is true right now. There is a trophy that's glitched, which is to reach level 15. I don't know if like people, I think people have reached it. Like, it is actually unobtainable. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I'm really, really enjoying the game. I've never really played the Forza Horizon games, and the reason why I'm bringing that up is because this game is kind of, in my mind, when I saw, like, Forza Horizon games, this kind of is structured like a Forza Horizon game with, like, the festival aspect. So if you guys have ever played the Crew 1 or the Crew 2, those games are more about, especially the Crew 1 is more of, like, a realistic scenario situation. And I would say the same for the Crew 2. Maybe not as realistic, but, somewhat realistic. This game is, like, completely not there. It's going for the complete unrealistic side of it, to an extent. So it is, like, unrealistic in the extent of, like, there's a festival, like, in the whole, or on the whole island of Hawaii. So, like, that would literally never happen. But it is realistic in terms of, like, the physics and things like that, and the cars you drive and everything like that. So, I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I have to say, from way back in the day when I played the Crew 1 and I played the beta for the Crew 1, and then I played through and got the platinum in that, the one thing that I was very, very critical about that game, which it was really bad in the beta, and then it got better in the main game release, and then it got a lot better when they came out with, like, the first big expansion and the game kind of was rehauled. But my one really big complaint with that game was the physics. And I didn't really understand it, because the game was made by Ivory Tower, which it was the first game that they made. But if I'm not mistaken, I believe Ivory Tower was founded or created from people that came from Ubisoft Reflections, I'm pretty sure, which are the same people that made, like, Driver San Francisco, but they are also the same people that I think helped with Watch Dogs. So, I mean, we're going both ways here. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure Ivory Tower was formed from that in some way. I want to say that. I don't know why I think that. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But they were definitely formed, I feel like, from some company that had made racing games in the past, and they actually made good ones. But I will say the driving physics for this game very, very good and overhauled. There are some weird things that happen every once in a while with the physics where you feel like you're kind of floating around, and I don't know if that's the physics or that's me, because I am playing this game with traction control fully off, and I find it to be a lot more enjoyable than with it on. But I've had fun just, cruising around with drift cars. It's just been a lot of fun. I haven't really been focusing too much on any of the trophies. No, we don't have pudding here. I have put out some trophy guides over on Trophy Hunters Gaming. I plan to put out way more trophy guides, or the rest that I can really put out. But to be fair, all I've really been doing in this game is just playing through the playlists that they're kind of telling me to play through. I've really not been paying attention to any of the trophies at all, which I do want to do at some point. I do definitely want to pay attention to them, but I've really just been enjoying the game. The environment is great. I wouldn't really say the game has a story, because again, it's a festival. To me, these like festival type games don't really have stories, because the main purpose of the game is to win the festival or whatever. But yeah, I've really been enjoying it. And if you guys haven't picked the game up and you you played the Crew 1 or the Crew 2, I would definitely suggest to pick it up. I don't think that there's anything, when I'm looking through the game or I'm looking through the list here, I'm not seeing any trophies that are really like standing out to me that are like, whoa, that's kind of difficult. I'm not sure about that. There's nothing really that's standing out to me like that. So that's good. I will say that I have not gotten any of the crew trophies. There's 4 crew trophies. So if you guys have the game on the PS5 and you haven't gotten those trophies and you want to get those trophies, send me a message or leave a comment below. Send me a message on Discord or PSN, or leave me a comment below, either one, and we can get those done. I think you need 4 people for one. But that shouldn't be too difficult, especially because the game's so active. But yeah, the car selection in the game is great. The one thing that this game does so good is the sound. The sounds in this game for the cars is like phenomenal. Probably one of the best games that I've ever played when it comes to car sounds. Just absolutely amazing. But anyway, that's what I've been playing over the last few weeks. Again, like I said, I've made some pretty good progress, and I've been playing some new games, which I typically don't do, but I feel like I've been doing a lot more recently, just because. So what do I plan on playing in the upcoming weeks? So at some point, next time that I stream, I definitely want to try to get Hot Shots Golf 2 platinumed. That's kind of my goal there. And then I also would like to get, or I'm obviously going to keep playing the Crew Motorfest, putting out trophy guides and things like that, and just getting through that game. Hoping that when I do end up moving out, yeah, I guess that sounded weird, and then I thought about it, and I was like, that sounds, when I end up moving out, I do hope that that will allow me to stream a little bit more and do things like that throughout the week and the weekends, so hopefully there will be some more streams coming through. But I kind of just wanted to let you guys know that the videos and everything and the games and all that might slow down for a few weeks at, again, the end of October, early November, but they'll pick back up at some point. And if you guys are interested, maybe I'll end up doing some sort of video about a tour, and then maybe some sort of setup video at some point as well. We'll have to see how that goes. But if people are interested in that, I think that's something that I could definitely do. But yeah, what do I plan? Those games, those are what I plan on playing. Hot Shots Golf 2 and the Crew Motorfest. As you guys know, Assassin's Creed Mirage comes out in the middle of October. Again, can't go a trophy talk without talking about Assassin's Creed, man. Just it's ingrained in my DNA. Assassin's Creed is. But yeah, that comes out in the middle of October. I think it's October 14th. I'm hoping to have the Crew Motorfest done by then. I mean, that gives me like a solid 1, like 2.5 weeks or so to get through the Crew Motorfest, which I feel like is pretty doable, especially if it's the only game that I'm playing. I think it could definitely be something that gets done. The only thing that I'm worried about with the Crew Motorfest, which I'm hoping they fix like this week or early next week, is the level 15 trophy, just so that the platinum will actually be obtainable. It's kind of annoying that it's unobtainable, but yeah, it kind of is what it is. But yeah, Hot Shots Golf 2 and the Crew Motorfest are kind of my focus. And then if I'm able to get the Crew Motorfest done before Mirage comes out in October, I'll probably try to focus on some sort of backlog or something, like maybe go back to NAC, or I've been really itching to play like a games as a service, so maybe go back to Anthem, or could just continue on my Madden and MLB grind that I've been going on, which my next game would be Madden 21 that I would probably do on the PlayStation 5. It's actually funny. I was thinking about it the other day, how like I feel like all I've been playing is sports games recently, right? All I've been doing is going between my show and Madden alternation in order to get through the franchise and catch up to what's come out. And I'm just like, man, whenever I catch up to the game that's come out, which, by the way, I will never buy a Madden or show game day one. I refuse to spend $60-$70 on that game day one. I will wait until at minimum like a Black Friday sale, because I just will not spend full price on them. I feel like sports games are a scam. I don't buy them until they're like usually $20, $30 at the most. But with me catching up with the most recent releases, I was like, wow, you know, I'm really getting through these and catching up. And then it kind of hit me, and I was like, I still got a ways to go. I still got a ways to go. Like, even if you look at like the show, right? So like for the show, I have 21 done, right, on the PS5. I now need to do 21 on the PS4, and then I still need to do 22 on the PS4, PS5, and that puts 23 out, which 23 might, you know, be on sale, because we are getting to October, so we are getting to the end of the MLB season, so I might be able to scoop that game up for somewhat cheap, just because of that. But Madden is like kind of the complete opposite. I think I have more Madden to do actually than I do show, just because you have Madden 21, 22, 23, and then 24 just came out. So yeah, you have like a whole additional game to do, or I have a whole additional game to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna focus on it. We'll just work down the list. I'm not sweating any of it. I think that like the Madden games are pretty they're pretty doable until you get to, I believe, like Madden 23, and then Madden 23 kind of goes off the rails with its difficulty, because it makes you want to reach max level with your avatar in certain positions, which is kind of ridiculous. But everything else in the game, there's not much to do, so I'm not like super worried about it. But yeah, Madden 21 and Madden 22, I don't think will be that difficult, just looking through the list here. So if we go to Rarity, PSN, not PSN, PSMP, there's not even an ultra rare trophy other than the platinum, and there's also a trophy guide, which is good. So yeah, I'm not super worried. It is what it is, and yeah, we'll get through when we get through. I'm thinking that Madden 21 and Madden 22 will probably take as long as like Madden 20 did, which it says Madden 20 took me 9 months, but in reality, this game like took me no time at all, because I got the multiplayer done 9 months ago. But when I actually went to play the game, you could see that like I earned this on the first throwing dots, which was like one of the first trophies I got, I think, when I came back. Let me take a look real quick. If we go to date. So I came back and started playing it on August 29th, 2023. You can see right here. And then we got the platinum like 5 days later. So it's really not that difficult. You can do like everything within, you know, a few days. But that's like that's like way down the line. Like I got to do Hot Shots Golf 2 platinum first, and then the Crew Motorfest, which again, the Crew Motorfest is the main game that I'm going to be focusing on, and I'm just having a lot of fun playing it, and I'm just going to keep on playing it. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like. Again, let me know everything you guys have been playing down in the comments below, any platinums you've been earning or anything like that. I love reading everybody's progress. And down in the description below, you can find links to all types of stuff. My Twitter, Twitch, other videos like this, platinums that I've earned over the years, Trophy Hunters Gaming, where I'm putting all my guides. I also have a channel down there for all of my stream archives, because I don't think they're up on Twitch anymore. I don't know why. So they're on YouTube now. So you can watch any stream that I've done over the past, like, however many months. I know I only stream like once a month, but you can watch all the archives there if you really want to. But there's links to all of that stuff down in the description below, so check any of that stuff out if you are interested. Again, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing for more trophy content like this. And I hope to see you all around sometime soon.